wants to play some Tecmo Bowl? I do. All right, well, let's get it started. It is week 5, and we got a big matchup. We got the undefeated Erdrix Army, Army, going up against Flying High. So it is 3-1 versus 4-0. Of course, the Army, owned by the legend, the measuring stick himself, Mr. Mike Petrasic. Booting off, I believe Aaron Johnson is the owner of... Oh, look at Bo Jackson there, coming from Flying High. Now, Mike usually doesn't like it when I announce his games. Anybody, really. Of course, he announced my complete debacle against the Drunkards. It looked like one of those big muscular guys going up against somebody in the UFC and just getting completely shit on. Speaking of shit on, Flying High with a potent offense. Deshaun Jackson with a catch. But anyway, it looked like one of those 132-pound BJJ guys just put the big muscular guy in a arm bar, tapped him out, made him cry, put him to sleep, and then took a shit on his head. That's pretty much what happened in that game. So we're trying to forget it. But here we go. So let's see, can the Army respond? And the Magician, I know he's got a few injuries going on, did have that guy coming back. So the Magician there, we got a heavy pass. He's got somebody open. He's got Drakey. Doesn't hit him in stride, but look at the speed. He's to the 30, to the 20. Might get a diver. Oh, he is just there. Not going to get that TD on that one, but a massive pickup. And he's one of the top 3 receivers in the league, and all those 3 are pretty serious. But it's a called play. Troy Vincent coming around the outside. Sack. Offset formation. A lot of pressure. They take out RB2, but he's going to try to find Drakey, who does get that touchdown. It takes him 2 tries instead of 1. But Maggie Drakey is there, and I don't have much familiarity with the theme. I mean, I know I'm a fantasy freak, but I don't know that much about the theme here for Mike's team, but I like the names. So just like that, it's a slap fest to start. 1-1, each team with an impressive strike right off the bat. Here comes Jackson, looking fast, but not strong, as he was brought down before the 30. Does have some wheels on him if he can find some green. Oh, and a lot of pressure. That nose tackle, he got the first sack of the game. Now we just got a second one. He may cause some problems. That center does not look up to the task. Nick Foles is there. Oh, and this time he's met by somebody else and then brought down. The Warlock gets another sack to his name. 3rd and 21. Foles trying to go. This time the line. Oh, he gets it off amazingly and then caught in coverage. Did you see that, folks? The QB was attacked. He threw his guy. Lately, these QBs have just been standing there like a punter. Then he fucking threw a second guy, fired into coverage, caught in coverage, and then another catch in coverage. It's probably the most frustrating thing for a defense this season around is the catches in coverage. Once again, the exact same play almost happens where he fights off his man, he tosses him down, complete in coverage, and it's inside the red zone. They just keep running this play, but this time the Axe Knight, probably my favorite name on here, takes his axe to the knees of Nick Foles and chops him down. That is how you prevent getting knocked off. Oh, he almost did it again. He's on fire, but they leave him open. Was that Carmichael? Yes, Carmichael was just a perfect throw. Nick Foles is on fucking fire here. And he tossed it in beyond the outstretched arms of the defense. Think this will doink in. It does. So, holy shit. What a battle. 7-14. Look at the speed of that guy. Looks like the RCB from this angle. Coming flying across. There he is. Oh, they had Maggie Drakey open, but Reg I Ain't White comes in with a big sack. Only one white guy on Flying High right there. And they are going to leave a man wide open. They try to get their hands up. Oh, and they knock it down. The guy was there. He was there for a huge gain. 3rd and 17. Getting dangerous. Getting dangerous. Fletcher, check out the size of my... Takes him down at the 1. So that'll bring out the punt. Pressure around the outside. He does get a quick kick off. Looks like a pretty good kick to the waiting Deshaun. See if he can redo the Giants run. Gets around that first wave. If he cuts down, got some speed. Everything's going in slow motion. I don't know if that's happening for you, but it's happening for me. He's in the zone to the 20. Will anybody be there? The move. Oh, that's a dagger. Punt, return, touchdown, Deshaun Jackson. Now, it's way too early to be calling this game, but I've got mixed emotions. On one hand, I am a human, and I know how much time us testers put into building and constructing these masterful teams. And I know the pain and agony of defeat when that team underperforms. Plus, there's just such hope and such joy when you start a season. You're undefeated, you're rolling, you're wondering, will this be it? And then all of a sudden you see it slip away. That's certainly what happened to me. And then, of course, the competitor in me says, fuck him. And, oh, a safety, Jeremiah Trotter. So things are turning not in the positive fashion here. The only benefit is that there's so much time left. The game is still wide open. Here comes Jackson. Oh, he took a weird angle. I think if he had stayed in the middle, he could have been gone, but a great return out to the 42. But as I was saying, because I want to just continue to talk about me, the competitor in me, was like, fuck, anything we can do to take someone who's right on my heels or right next to me, or in this instance, one higher in the power rankings, take him down. Oh, there's an INT. That'll turn the tides. Right as the corner's beginning to switch. They had to prevent points there. They did. God, they have been getting the calls. Oh, and then just like that, it's a fumble. There's so many flying high people there. And check out the size of my... Comes in and scoop and score. So you just thought the momentum was shifting. 1 or 2 times, this pretty much happens to every team with these builds, is you just get... The offense gets unlucky. The defense gets rolling. 30 points in a quarter. That is up there. And your team just comes out and completely shits the bed. And Magician hurting them on the returns. But again, we did mention there's tons of time left. So if you're going to be down 37, you want it to be at the start of the second quarter. He's got his tight end, got his wide receiver too. Gwendolyn in the breadbasket. Can she get a diver? She cannot, but she fights off for the 45. If we score here, it's anybody's game. Lorick, oh, he's going to have Maggie Drakey. Oh, no, they are going to cover him. So they're going to try the dump down. Can't force that one in coverage. A lot of motion as Lorick surveys the field. Oh, called play. Just a quick handoff. Didn't fool anybody. Now they're going motion. Can Lorick swing out? The line holds nicely. It's going to have one man open if he can find him. Nice little soft touch right above the jumping man. A lot of moves there for Gwendolyn, who's had a couple of great plays, and she's just inside the red zone. He's got Maggie Drakey wide open. And, oh, he let him 6 inches out. The ball, they say his foot was out of bounds. That's painful for a wide open man. They leave him open again. This time, they get the catching coverage. The Wavering with a big catch. Oh, but the Wavering goes down. A knee to the back. And the gentle wing. And that's right, the QB is out. So we're in here with Lorick. A lot of pressure. They tie him up, and they'll get a sack. Casey Matthews gets the credit, although it was the defensive lineman there. So, right, they are playing without their QB. That's a pretty big blow. And, of course, they got lucky as absolute shit on the last game, winning in the final seconds when they were down by several scores. So, can they pull off a miracle again? He's going to have a man at the goal line. Oh, but Reggie, that's why he's in the Hall of Fame, folks. Shit. What a play just to come from almost nowhere and stab him. Still, this is significant. Looks like they drilled it. So this does bring it within 3 scores. Metal Slime. Decent kick for the Slime. And of course, piercing weapons do no damage. Here comes Jackson, got speed. Still has some room to work. Gets a double diver all the way to the 30. Jackson is making a difference in this game. I think I said Bo at the very beginning, but that's going to be Deshaun all the way. And, oh, another perfectly placed throw. Foles is on fucking fire. He's treating this like a Super Bowl. His career will go downhill after this. Pressure. They dump it off. Not much to Westbrook. Tons of time, although they are burning their timeouts. It's been a long game. Got a man at his feet. Pushed it. Big third down here, although a field goal is still significant. A lot of motion. They're going to throw. He's got one man. He tries to force it in, but it's an INT. The worst case scenario. An INT when they needed that field goal to regain above 3-score lead. Then they leave, drop. Maggie Drakey's wide open to the 40. And will get tied up. Let's see how significant that is. They bring him down at the 18. Couldn't get the diver there. Lucky for Flying High. They're in the red zone. Going to run a couple of plays. They're going right back to it. They leave. How do you leave one of the best receivers in the league wide open? And he finds him in the corner of the end zone just like that. Could it be, folks? Could we be seeing one of the greatest comebacks of all time? Easy kick, no pressure. They sneak it through. And just like that, it is a 13-point game. 31 seconds here. Will there be any magic from Deshaun? He's at the 3. A lot of guys there. Does get around the first wave. Fights off someone hard. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be. Oh, and they're going to get sacked. He's happy to hold on to the ball. Warlock loves hearing his name over the loudspeaker. Could he lead his man? He's going to throw it deep, so even if it's picked, it's not a big deal. Oh. 2 seconds, final play. Don't think they can score from here. Let's see what happens. They're just going to hand it off to Westbrook. He at least holds on to the ball. So look at that. The 30-point first quarter held to nothing, including a pick in the end zone. Momentum clearly shifting to Erdrick's Army, despite him being sidelined. And they will receive the ball. Not a great kick. The Magician has struggled all game. Looks like he's feeling just a little bit better, but a great open field tackle. Only about a 7-yard return on that. York taking the ball. You got to give Petrasic credit for paying the QB and having it be successful. I chose to go with an unpaid QB number 2. Going to have a little dump off. Can they double cover him? They decide to triple cover. Oh, bad play by Maggie Drakey. He was spinning and didn't see the other man there who punched the ball out. Ball recovered. And all of a sudden, Westbrook finds a little bit of green, picks up 3, looked like maybe he was going to get more. Called play now, and all that gain, the Golem swallows it up, and he actually loses an extra 3rd and 11, outside of field goal range, most likely. Going to try to force it. Oh, looked like that should have been picked. What do they do here? They're going to punt. They're playing conservative. Coming around the edge, they get the ball off, so they'll at least gain those yards, unless it's a hell of a return. It will not. So for about 25 yards, was it worth it to punt? Let's find out. Uh-oh, Maggie Drakey open, and this time Lorick tosses somebody, fires to Drakey. That's going to be touchdown in stride, caught in stride, touchdown, redeeming himself from the crappy fumble. Maggie Drakey, look at that. And King Lorick says, don't count me out, motherfuckers. Little bit of pressure, little low. but he doinks it in and is just a 6-point game. And you can feel, I mean, there's tons of time left. We got 8 fucking minutes of Tecmo time left here. Flying high, coming through, destroyed at the 10. All of a sudden, they're backed up. You can feel the panic welding. Oh, he missed it, but he threw it over to him. The man at his feet distracted him. So almost as good an INT. Starting at the 20. Tons of time. Drakey's wide open. And he pushed it again to the outside. He's had that soft touch several times, but he has missed a few key ones. Again, they leave Drakey just wide open. And Drakey drifts to the outside. That's 2 that should have been TDs. Here comes motion. They plunge it up the middle, but he's tackled, so they'll have to settle for 3. It is a 6-point game. This would chop it to just a field goal. Push it a little bit. They're in the middle of the field, and no good. So they cannot take advantage of the pick. They return decent field position to Foles and company, who, again, that Westbrook, man, that thing looks open and it closes fast. Good linebacker play. Oh, and pressure, the Warlock mastering the swim move right in his face. This defense beginning to take over the game. Does have some time now. Going to try to toss it to Jackson, who catches it in coverage. They have gotten some pretty lucky catches in coverage. That keeps the drive alive. On the Army's 48. Again, the line holds. What's he going to do? Trying that exact same play to Jackson. Can he get a dive? No. Led him just a little too far. The speedy Jackson couldn't keep up. Uh-oh, dangerous. Oh, they cough it up. And look at that. Axe Knight, my fave, is there. What a recovery. What a change. Axe Knight with the chop and the strip and, I believe, the recovery. Check it out. 4 seconds to go, and they are in scoring distance. Uh-oh, pressure. Reggie can't contain me for long. Just a 6-point game. Pressure. They try to force it in. They do force it in. And Drakey then sprints away from the defenders. And our game is tied. Are you not entertained, I tell you? King Lorik, look at this. The kick is good. All right, here's Deshaun. Oh, he's got the speed, but just had to hit the outside. They do have a man open. Looks like they're going to find Carmichael. Big gain. They get a diver. It is just a 1-point lead. Another diver. Carmichael will reclaim the lead just like that. And when it looked like the power slap competitor was out on his feet, he deals back another one. Nick Foles with a good throw. Carmichael races in. A man is on his back and flails up, knocking the ball away. Impressive play. Now it's just a 5-point game. How influential will that be? Here's the magician trying to get to the outside. Just does not have the wheels. Oh, called play. Reggie. Right there. 2nd and 15. Uh-oh, they've left Maggie Drakey open. And they pushed it once again. God, they are not on the same page. This backup QB does not get the reps with that first-team offense. And that has been a struggle. He's got several choices. Got a man in his face. Looks like he's going Gwendolyn, who catches the ball. Makes a couple people miss. Huge 3rd down there. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left at the 30. Got a choice or two. Drakey in coverage this time, but he coughs up the ball again. And once again, flying high. Oh, Drakey! He's had so many great plays, but a couple of costly ones. They plunge it up to Westbrook. Can't quite hit the hole. Does pick up 6. You can just feel how nervous Flying Eye is. They know they're lucky to have the lead. Pressure. Warlock says, God damn it, how could we be losing? Huge third down. Time not a factor yet. Line holds. Doesn't have a great option. Oh, and he tried to fit it between 2 defenders and could not. Out trots the punt team. This can be dangerous against a stacked offense. Defense, I mean. They get it off. And it turns out to be a pretty good kick. The magician there going to get overwhelmed and destroyed. Luckily, he holds on to the ball. He's at the 35. Can the Army do it? 2 minutes left. Called play, not going to happen here. Jeremiah Trotter comes around the outside and stabs him. 2nd and 16. Go right back to it. No, it's the plunge up the middle. He's got Drakey. Caught on the dive. First down. Now it's shotgun. We haven't seen this play much. They don't want to score too fast. Tossing it to Slime, who then is fighting off people and picks up 2 extra because of his effort. 2nd and 3. Now it's motion. Can they catch him off guard? The line holds. He's got a couple of dump-offs. A little bit of pressure in his face, but he finds Slime again. Slime making people miss to the 11. 51 seconds left. Crowd is going crazy. He's got several choices. He decides to fire it to Drakey. Touchdown! Badgie Drakey Army take the lead with 45 seconds left. King Lorik responds. Make it 34 seconds. Pressure up the middle. Doesn't really matter, but it's blocked. Deshaun Jackson, they need a big one here. He stands at his end zone, sprints down to the inside, and destroyed at the 10. That's probably the game. Oh, can he get the throw off? He can. Axe Knight dove a little bit. Deshaun is sprinting there. What will happen? He gets a diver. Oh, my God. The diver and the walk-off TD. Deshaun feeling so bad. Oh, Petrasic. I mean, anything inanimate in his reach is in serious danger. Holy shit. One of the greatest comebacks of all time, forwarded on the last second by Deshaun Jackson. And that will go down as an all-time epic. Good fucking Christ. That is intense. Wow, I don't know what to tell you, folks. I need a cigarette.